Hello, fellow collectors. Today we'll be taking a look at Disney Gargoyles Brooklyn Ultimate Action Figure. As you can see here, we have Brooklyn on the Brooklyn Bridge. On the side here, we see Brooklyn, and this is Disney's Gargoyles made by NECA. On the back here, we have Brooklyn, as well as some other pictures of Brooklyn, and the figures that were available at the time of Brooklyn's release. So if I bring them down, you can pause to read this description. And on the side here we have Brooklyn. So if I turn to the front and pop open the Velcro, you can see more of Brooklyn here. And here we have the figure itself with an extra head, tail, a pamphlet, some figures, some hands, and a couple of other accessories here. So if I bring in the scale, we can see that Brooklyn comes in at 1 pound, 3.8 ounces. So let's get this guy out of the box and see how cool he is. Okay, I have Brooklyn out of the box. We'll look at his first accessory. As always, we'll start with the tail because this is used to help balance him out. You can see you can bend this tail in a myriad of ways, different styles and everything. Now his tail will attach to him via the hole in the back. Just take the peg, insert, and now you have a figure who no longer needs a stand. Which is nice because these NECA figures do not come with stands. I love the figures. Wish I wouldn't have to buy a stand for them. And next accessory we'll look at is this sword type accessory. The javelin jousting lance. See that? And the next accessory we'll look at is this parchment paper. Very interesting. Now he does come with a couple of hand accessories. And this hand that can hold the lance. Well as this next hand here is a fist. And he also comes with some cool glasses, dude. They're blue. He comes with a roaring head. Ah! Let's see here, it's nicely sculpted. Looks like the TV show. Got that nice head of hair. It does come with 2 wings here, and they are rather long. They definitely are long here. And you can see here we have the backing of it. And he does have another wing that is the same. Definitely lots of detail, and it's very, very nice. Now Brooklyn is a little bit shorter than Goliath or some of the other figures. He does only come in right at 7 inches tall, and this is with him standing on his tippy toes. If I made him shorter, he would just be a little bit shorter. Now, he is not the shortest, but he is one of the shorters. We'll see. We'll bring in Goliath here and knock over Brooklyn, and you can see that Brooklyn is a little bit shorter than Goliath here. And if I bring in a multiverse Batman, I can see that he is on the same line as Batman. If I bring in a multiverse, you can see he is a little bit taller than the multiverse figure by a little bit. So like I say, these lines are capable of going in between your multiverse or your legend figures, whichever one you collect, or if you collect both like I do, then they will fit in anywhere you place them. Now to insert his wings, simply take the peg and insert into the holes. But before we do that, he can look left and right, up and down, up just a little bit. Now, as far as his jaw comes, it actually is movable. His arms do come out to a nice T-pose. He has a bicep swivel as well as a double bend in the elbow. His wrist can rotate around as well as pivot back and forth. He has a pretty good Abby crunch and going forward and back, and he can rotate at the waist. Now, as far as his splits are concerned, he can do a very good split. His legs will rotate at the hip and allow his bend in the knee and his ankle pivot as well as his knee bends. Now he does have peg holes on his first toe, so he differentiates from Hudson, Broadway, and even Bronx by that way. So if you have the human friend of the Gargoyles, Elisa, you get this cape that comes with her that goes on Brooklyn here. Simply to attach, take off his head, and you can slide it on and then attach it to the peg holes in the back like so. Just insert them in. Then you can take the head and reattach, and now he can walk around with his wings on, taking up minimal space. So if you are a collector of Gargoyles or any other line of collectibles, head on over to Entertainment Earth. The link I provided below gives you 10% off and all free shipping on all orders over $79 or more. So till next time, remember, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.